Alright, what's up guys? How y'all doing, man? We're gonna be doing something a little different. We're gonna be playing, we're still gonna play Shadow Man. We're gonna be playing that. We're gonna play that for a little bit, maybe like an hour or so. And then, we're gonna get into RE9. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of theories, just having a discussion about RE9 pretty much, and what to expect. Uh, just talking about theories, Just, that's it. But yeah, let's get right into this shit. Now, when we talk about RE9, we're only talking about theories and what people think. We're not talking about leaks. We're talking about theories. Big difference. So, I like for people
For many
to keep
thousands of years, the Shadow Men have protected the world of the living against threats.
Between theories and not what other people, leaks and shit. Because people that glaze up people about fucking leaks are fucking annoying as fuck. I'm not going off of leaks. I just want to go off of what people thought, what people think, and what they think this is going to be about. It's just theories, really. I don't want to sit here and talk about fucking trash ass fucking bozo clowns leaking shit. Or talk, when their leaks are fucking, pretty much misinformation as fuck. Like that one retard, bro, that everybody's making a video on, right? That fucking bozo clown, the dude that was pretty much wrong about majority of his shit, all the way back to RE7, I believe. I forgot his fucking name, or whatever. Like, fuck that fucking retard, number one. Yeah, I really don't give a fuck about the bum. I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck? Accumulator. Prophecy. Okay. Okay, so this is what needs to happen, right? We can't go back to Gardell County Jail because we don't have the ability to kill the guy in that realm or whatever the fuck. So we need to find the pieces in order to kill the fucking retard, in which I don't know where they're at. That's kind of the problem about this game, is I don't know anything about what the fuck's going on and what is happening. It's nothing but backtracking. Just, you could see why, I never completed this game as a child, because it's just so fucking confusing. It's just evident. Part 14. Eclipser and Engine Room Piston 6. Okay. So we need to go here. Wait, how the fuck is this guy walking? How's he walking on fucking lava? Bro. Yeah, but this guy is walking on lava right now, and I don't understand how. Because I'm gonna die. See? How are these people able to walk on lava? I'm just so fucking curious. Like, this is not the first time I've seen somebody do that. Like, how? How are you walking on lava? How? I've heard of that. I think that's a Temple boss fight, right?
I think my lungs are gonna burst. The Nagger Gads item. Oh, marker Gads. Hold on.
Once again, Shadow Lad. Last time we entered the Temple of Prophecy, we started making our way through it. In our quest to get our hands on the God Watcher. However, things didn't quite turn out as we expected. It took way more than we thought. From Cordelia to God. I have to rotate
Alright, we gotta go back to the experimentation rooms for the retractor. Feels like for the past 10 minutes we've gone nowhere, but what the fuck do you do at this point? We need to go all the way back to like the beginning area. Like I know where to go, but I think this is this the area? Yeah, I think this is one. This is so fucking confusing. Holy shit. Okay. Never thought I'd be so fucking confused in this shit area so bad, bro. Oh. I'm gonna... Bro, like, where we need to go is, like... Oh my god, it's fucking stupid. Like, it's in the worst fucking area. What the fucking hell, bro? And if I want to TP to anywhere else, I'm gonna get fucking teleported back to some shitty-ass area. Or I'm gonna get TP'd to, like, far away. It's like, bruh, like, come on, man. There's so much backtracking. It's actually fucking ass. It's the same fucking way, man. Yeah, I know where this is now. This is what we're supposed to fucking do. Yeah, nice one, bro. For sure. You're supposed to fucking jump off. I don't even fucking know where, bro. This is fucking stupid. Here? It has to be this fucking door. It is this door, is it? Shit, it's so bad. Yeah, don't even... Oh, yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah, so this door right here, you have to fucking unlock it. This is the fucking door that you gotta fucking unlock. Cause that actually fucking leads to the fucking... Hold on. My goodness. How do you unlock this fucking dumb door? Jesus Christ, it's so bad. The door above this one. Okay. And that's what unlocks the fucking door, or what? Okay. I better not get insecure. At least we know where to go. If I die, then oh well. What the fuck? But at least we know where to fucking go. I know where to go now. This fucking door right here. break this? Am I dead?
Looks pretty rusted up.
Oh God.
I wonder if it's still working.
Shit, I don't even know where to go from here. What the fuck? Bro, why are there so many... What the hell am I looking at? Oh my God. Bro, I got killed to a fucking little bird, like a little fucking fish. Oh my God, bro. Come on. Oh. Bro, get me out of here, bro. Just get me out, please, please. Where do you go? This guy hit that? Oh my God, just fuck off. I'm fucking done, bro. This shit's so retarded, man. Please, bro. Damn. Bro, where am I at? Oh my God. Bro, I don't even want to play this shit, bro. I'm only trying to make some progress. It's just, they're making it too fucking hard, bro. Shit's retarded. Always gotta backtrack, man. It's so fucking dumb. Kills the fucking fun out of fucking everything, if I'm being fucking honest. Like, I don't even get to fucking chill the fuck out. Make some sort of progress forward. Where are we at? What is this? Oh my God. I'm going back here, bro. Oh my God. Bro. But we're not going to be able to jump up. Like, bro. Oh my God. I'm going back, man. I'm going back. I'm going fucking back, bro. This is so fucking retarded, man. There's like no other fucking spots to fucking go to TP. I keep getting lost in this corridor after corridor. It's so bad. Like, bro, can I fucking chill out? And then, you know, I can't even traverse this because it's gonna fucking, there's gonna be like 5 enemies up ahead here. Oh my God, man. I don't even know, 3? I don't even remember. Jesus, like we're taking so long just to find one little piece of shit artifact, like one little inkling thing that we need. That's not even that fucking important. It's not fucking 3, it's fucking 2. Like, it's taking so fucking long to do one little fucking thing, bro. It's actually fucking annoying the shit out of me. Like, I don't even want to fucking play. I just want to fucking watch RE9 shit. Fucking talk about that, because that's more fucking fun than this stupid fucking shit. This is just fucking boring at this point. All it is always fucking backtracking. It's never anything fucking crazy. It's boring.
Got it.
Just fucking backtrack simulator. Like, there's nothing fucking crazy happening here, bro.
Got it.
Oh my god, it's so miserably fucking retarded. Bro! I literally pressed A! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, man. It's not fun. It's not fun. When a game's not fun, I'm ready to get off. Like, honestly, bro, I got that edge. Because I don't even want to play this shit. It's fucking annoying. You know, honestly, I wasn't even going to play shit at all, bro, today. At all. Oh my god! This guy's taking my L! He just took... Bro.
Got it.
Pissing me off. Like, I didn't even plan on wanting to play this shit today, because it's just already pissing me the fuck off. This is exactly where we need to go. This is good. That's why I wanted to backtrack there, because that's the closest point that I have. The other fucking points are just retarded to even go to. It's so bad. But I didn't even plan on wanting to play this fucking game, because I knew I was gonna have to fucking deal with dumbass shit. I'm already fucking annoyed as it is, bro. Like, I just wanted to chill out. It's fucking A, bro. It's so bad. It's so boring. I don't even know where the fuck to go. Like, this shit's... Bro. Where is this area? Oh my god! Damn! What a shit section. What an actual shit section, bro. Holy fucking shit. Ain't no way I'm the only nigga here struggling on this fucking shit. Alright, yeah, this is the area, this is it. This is exactly where we need to be. Fuck! You're gonna fucking kill me before I even need to do anything, bro. Fuck off and die! How fucking irritated. It's just so fucking shit. This area is fucking shit. Bro, the fucking sound effects for walking on this is so fucking stupid. What the fuck? Like, at least I can admit that we actually fucking made some sort of progress, so. I mean, we were been supposed to get the protractor a while back ago, but like, I just like gave up on this area because it's just so fucking bad. This area is fucking shit. Too many corridors, so much shit all over the fucking place. What the fuck am I supposed to fucking do? God damn it. Oh, there we go. Definitely not where we need to go. Oh yeah, definitely where we need to go. I remember this.
Not good.
Yeah, not good, but definitely good for me, because the fucking thing is literally right here. We found it. It's here. Oh. Or is this a boss fight?
You gotta be goddamn kidding.
Your failure will bring up the splitting of the world.
Jesus.
Mortals come, drawn by the challenge of the master of the land.
Fuck.
Drawn to death.
Oh, shit.
We're...
Embraced.
over or different dog? Bro, is this bitch God or something? Like, why is she not dead? Or what am I doing here? That's wrong. Yeah, I gotta beat her. She's apparently a fucking boss. I don't even know how to fucking do it. You fucking die, you dumb bitch! I feel like I should have been killed her by now. Like, why is she not dead? my god, man, it's so bad. And now it's like it's so stupid because oh, you have to get spawned back here. Stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, congratulations, bro. You get spawned back here.
Got it.
Nice. Stupidest shit I've ever fucking seen. Bro. Bro, come on. Bro, why is that a thing, bro? Why do I gotta spawn so far away, man? Damn. This game is fucking stupid. And that bitch should have been fucking dead by now. So why the fuck is she not dead? What am I playing, bro? This game's just getting ready to get back. Like, I'm getting ready to just go play something else, bro. Like, after I'm done. It's pissing me off, bro. Too much backtracking, too much bullshit. I got no fucking time for this dumbass shit. I can't see a thing! Move! One more, bro. Yo, this area is fucking retarded, man. Holy fucking shit. It's so fucking bad. Man, go on top, bro. Fuck me. Yo, this fucking dumb bitch better fucking die, man. I dumped like fucking thousands of fucking rounds into her. Like, I don't understand. Like, hello? Time to die. Like, I don't know why you're still standing there fucking taking everything. Wow, she dies, like, after, like, 3 hits.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, like, it was obvious that she was almost dead due to all the damage I dealt to her. Fucking retarded, man. Stupidest shit I've ever seen. So there you go, there's the weapon.
Hey, now that could be useful.
Or that's actually for... That's a retractor. Oh, no, wait. That's gonna be for another boss, though, bro. What am I talking about? Fucking area. Oh, it's back that way. Yeah, it's almost like we're done with this area then. Is what you're. Yeah, experimental's done. Open chisms. See, I can do that, but what's the actual fucking point? I still need to build the weapon, in which I can't get because I don't have the fucking other shit. Like, man, what the fuck am I supposed to fucking do, bro? What's the shit called? The Eclipser. Alright, I'm gonna keep this guy's video on, you know, I'm gonna save that. I ain't gonna lie, we got another one of the retractors. I don't really give a fuck at this point. We already did, you know, that's good progress towards fighting a boss, I suppose, but I don't even give a fuck at this point. I'm ready to just straight up, you know, call it a quits here. I was gonna play for like an hour on the dot, but I can't play more. It's irritating the fuck out.
Okay, I got me a piece of L'Eclipse. St. James hid it in the Paths of Shadow.
That's good, Mike. But I gotta have all 3 pieces to work that powerful eclipse of voodoo and bring on the shadow in this world.
Alright, so the goal will be tomorrow for us to get the Eclipser, because we'll build that, and yeah. Holy fucking shit, brother, I'm tired as fuck. I can't do it. It's gonna piss me off. And yeah. So we're gonna fucking jump right into this fucking Resident Evil shit because we're gonna have a lot of fun. More fun talking about theories about this shit because, and we'll probably be here for a few hours. Like, I'm not even getting the cat, bro. I'm gonna go get me some fucking drink, so I'll be right back. Alright, guys. So, this is what's gonna happen. Alright? I am going to, I'm gonna explain to you guys what I think. My theory. Now, for those of you that were fucking with me back when RE8 released, right? When RE8 Village released. You see what my profile picture is on YouTube? That's who I believe. I know. You can say it's fucking stupid. You could say, you can say about just about anything. Right? But when I played RE8 Village, I thought that everything was built on Alex Wesker. If you have not played if you have not played Resident Evil Revelations 2, you're not gonna understand anything at all. By fact, if you haven't played any of the Revelations games, you're not gonna understand anything. It's just a part of this theory. In Alex Wesker, you're not going to understand a single fucking thing. So that's the problem. So, for those of you that do know about fucking Alex Wesker, She's a part of the Wesker program. It's a eugenics program that Oswald E. Spencer created. She, out of, I believe, the 13 children, the Wesker children, which there are 2 children that survived the program, in the main 2 that we can name, Alex Wesker and Albert Wesker. And everybody knows who Albert Wesker is. Everybody knows who that is. You know, we don't have to go into any detail with that. But then there's Alex Wesker, the sister of Albert Wesker. And basically, she was, in Revelations 2, just to give a synopsis, right? She pretty much was trying to study a way to achieve immortality. She managed to find a way by transferring the mind or some sort of, like, I can't explain, something, it's almost like if you've ever watched Star Wars, or you're into the Star Wars lore and shit, right? It's almost like essence transfer. Basically, she was essence transferring into, basically not essence transferring like the soul, but transferring her mind, everything, into the next person she's trying to, you know, hop into. Similar to essence transfer, but not exactly the same, by using the Force and, using your soul to transfer into another body. She's using, I can't explain, the Phobo virus or whatever the fuck to find a host to take over, in which she successfully did. She successfully took over Natalia in both endings in Revelations 2. So, how does that correlate with RE9? Well, it correlates to Oswald E. Spencer. That's what I believe. I believe Alex Wesker managed to achieve immortality, and by some chance, maybe she connected back with Oswald, or maybe there was some way that she brought Oswald E. Spencer back. But you have to understand, like, there's still a lot of patterns, a lot of things that are missing in my theory. That basically with this Alex Wesker theory, there's a lot missing. And I know, it probably sounds very stupid, talking about Alex Wesker and Spencer, but it's just like, we're going back to Raccoon City, and Oswald Spencer, that was like his paradise, right? Like, that was like he ran that shit. They named a fucking hospital after him in RE9. In Resident Evil 3. It was called the Spencer, whatever the fuck. He dominated this place. This was his shit. And, Raccoon City being, his huge setback, like he said in RE5, that was a setback. It stopped. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, it makes sense, though, doesn't it? Like, it does make sense to choose Alex Wesker. Because look, bro. Look. No, because Alex Wesker only shows up in Revelations 2. That is the only time she was possibly showed on screen. If I'm not mistaken, Alex Wesker was briefly mentioned in RE5, I think, but I don't remember. I'm not sure if there was a note. Anyways, people call this the good ending right here. Revelations 2, good ending. And then here's the Revelations 2 bad ending. Obviously, the bad ending is not canon. But it is, going to show you, like, this is like, what happens. Like, and regardless, let's watch the good ending. So you guys we're going to watch the good ending, and I will try to give you guys, a whole synopsis of why I think Alex Wesker is probably going to be the main candidate. And going all the way back to RE8, I thought, truthfully, that was going to be Alex Wesker. And instead, they did create a whole new, everything was new, with Miranda. Also, Miranda is connected to Oswald E. Spencer. There's a fucking letter. We're going to get into that just in a bit, but here's this. We're going to watch this.
I think.
Hold on.
Thanks.
So this is how to get the good ending in Revelations 2. To get the good ending, you must kill Neil with Moira at the end of the Claire and Moira section of episode 3. If you don't kill Neil, you get the bad ending. That's it. That's all. It's so easy to choose, good ending, bad ending. It doesn't matter. Good ending, bad ending, it doesn't matter. Just that right there. And you have to do it specifically in episode 3. There's no other, that's it. If you choose not to, you get the bad ending. We are going to watch the good ending here.
I think.
You okay? Can you stand? Oh, shit.
Claire had this badass fucking sexy ass cowgirl outfit in this fucking game, bro. I swear to fucking God. Bro, I was like, yo, damn. Fat white ass. Like, oh my God.
Neil, where did we go wrong? There! Holly, no sky!
Oh my God! You're not supposed to be in here! How could you?
Dad is coming! Don't take it off!
Jesus! Don't call an ambulance!
Moira! Oh, someone and tell no fall! Moira, you did it.
Alright. Continue playing the game and you will get the good ending. Be sure to watch until the end of the credits for an additional scene. Yeah, an additional scene that shows Natalia is basically possessed or whatever by Alex. So no matter what ending you get, good or bad, like I said, Alex Wesker succeeds. Bro, we're not about to sit here and watch you fight this boss fight, if that's what's gonna happen. Alright, good. And as you can tell, she also uses the Ouroboros on herself, so that means she had connections with fucking whatever the fuck. I don't know how she managed to get her hands on Ouroboros, but she managed to get that from Albert Wesker somehow. Even though I'm not sure if Albert. I mean, look, Alex and Albert were together. They were aware of each other, but because there is a painting of them together, but I just don't know if they were connected after the events of RE5. I don't know. I mean, not after. I mean, during the events of RE5. Sorry.
Moira!
You did all this for me?
Sorry it took half a year. Fucking technology.
Fuck it right up the ass. Here! Run to the ladder!
Or can we just skip, like... Okay. So, like... You know, during the end of it all, right?
Come on.
You have this whole fight with fucking with Alex Wesker and shit. Claire comes through, blows her ass up. Claire's hella fucking hot as usual. But, you know, they win at the end of the day. They get rescued.
No, I should have.
And then there's additional ending credits, like he said, which are going to show right here.
Dad, would you get your ass in gear? Claire will be here any minute.
Well, excuse me. Hey, Paula, you see my jacket over there?
Natalia, are you upstairs? Come on down and get ready.
A cage went in search of a bird, but now the bird is gone. The bird has changed.
So yeah, pretty much right there, that just sums up that Alex Wesker succeeded. And pretty much she's reciting what Alex Wesker reads and shit, because Alex is like, fucking, thinks she's a fucking goddess and shit. Just a maniac.
Went in search of a bird, but now the bird is gone. The bird has changed.
If Alex managed to succeed, she holds all knowledge and secrets now to basically transferring and hopping into body to body to body. And that's fucking crazy. And that's scary as fuck. Or at least she can do it, but not as consistent. Because, you know, she possessed Natalia, right? She needs a perfect host or whatever, a perfect vessel. And she managed to possess Natalia. So, and the bad ending, there's really no need to watch the bad ending, because there's no point. There's no point to watch it, but we're just going to watch it anyways. Fuck it, whatever.
Stop dreaming, start
It's just,
looking.
there's no point,
Your next
because
trip is
we are
to go
going
away
off of
on
the good
Priceline.
ending. That's all that fucking matters.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1,
There's no
grab a
reason to even
delicious
fucking
Papa
go
Murphy's
off of
pizza.
fucking,
Step
you know,
2.
Go off of the bad ending because it's fucking meaningless, but we'll go ahead and show you though. So the bad ending is here. And honestly, bro, I would like for this to be the ending, bro. But Moira still be alive. Because this is like hella sinister as fuck. But at the end of the day, bro, to be honest, you don't want Natalia to expose herself like that and brag about it, because then she like Alex will just pretty much expose herself, and they'll stop Natalia and all this and that. So it's kind of smart.
Natalia, what are you?
Natalia? Now you can call me Alex.
No, don't make me do it!
Make you do what, Barry?
Yeah, so pretty much that's the fucking bad ending. Which, yeah. Now again, studying and showing off Revelations 2 with Alex Wesker. After Revelations 2, we don't know anything that has happened with Alex Wesker. We only know that she managed to succeed. It doesn't matter the good ending, the bad ending. Alex managed to transfer herself into Natalia. And in the good ending, Barry does not know that. And most of them don't know that. So, what is going on in the in this day and age, we don't know. Now what's crucial is, let's look at the timeline of when Revelations 2 came out. When did Resident Evil Revelations 2 take place? Resident Evil Revelations 2 takes place in 2011. Specifically between the events of Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, the story unfolds in January-February 2011, with Claire and Moira's story followed by Barry's story around July-August 2011. The game's epilogue, which follows Barry's story, takes place in June-July 2013 during the C virus outbreak in China. So that would make Natalia the age of, because this RE9 takes place in 2029. Sorry, not 2029. What the hell? 2026. I'm hella stupid. Or 2027, I think it actually takes place. I don't know. 2026, 2027. So that basically means she would be an adult, is all I could say. She's an adult. But what I don't understand is, how does that even correlate? Like, how would Alex Wesker just fucking... How would Natalia, Alex Wesker, whatever fuck... She's just gonna be an adult, and she's just gonna what? Be out in the open? Like, she's not gonna expose herself? Like, she's not gonna go and, like... Like, what would she do? Like, I don't understand. Like, what? How could it happen? So that kind of just makes my theory seems stupid. Because how? How could she do anything? And then you have the Oswald E. Spencer. You have the Spencer theory, and it's just like, people are like, how? If Wesker killed Oswald at his mansion, how? Like, it just, none of it kind of even makes sense at this point. To even theorize that it's probably Spencer, or to theorize that it's probably Natalia. Because, bro, like, he dies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he gets killed to Wesker. But you gotta realize there are only two people that were obsessed. And I could also say probably Albert Wesker, so maybe we could throw in three people. but they were obsessed with immortality and trying to be a god. That the two main people that have been saying that they wanted to be gods, though, is Oswald Spencer and Alex Wesker. Albert, of course, claimed that right by you know what I mean? Like he claimed that right. He basically, what I would say at this point, was a god, but you know, he failed and died. So, but you have Oswald Spencer gets killed. He's an old man, by the way, so saying that that guy in the RE9 trailer is probably fucking Oswald Spencer, how? Like, he fucking transferred his essence or something? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Virus. A new superior breed of humans, given birth by the progenitor virus.
Bro, Oswald Spencer is underrated as fuck, first off. Nobody ever fucking talks about him. And you only really get to fucking play anything with these fucking characters only in Resident Evil Resistance. Oswald Spencer. Oh! Let me tell you guys my second theory. My second theory. Resident Evil Resistance just triggered my memory. But first, let's watch this. About
The Wesker children
Spencer.
were entrusted with endless potential. Of them, only one survived.
In which Oswald Spencer's lying here, because there's no way. Only one survived. This is the Emperor Palpatine of Resident Evil right here. And the guy who voices Oswald Spencer wanted to sound like Emperor Palpatine, by the way. But anyways, Albert doesn't know that. So this is during a time where he doesn't know. Like, I don't think Albert Wesker knew his sister was out doing what she was doing. Because she was researching immortality. Oswald Spencer must have had some sort of a connection there. Like, he must have had, still communications with Alex over there in Russia and on that island. But you see, Oswald Spencer, he's just obsessed with immortality.
You.
Are you saying I was manufactured?
I was to become a god. Creating a new world with an advanced race of human beings.
And he was obsessed with trying to bring upon a new age. Basically, human evolution. That was E. Spencer's goal. And he shared that goal with Miranda in Resident Evil 8 Village. There is a note that Chris stumbles across in Miranda's lab. And he speaks of the same thing he's saying here. The same thing he's talking about here, same thing he told Miranda. Miranda and E. Spencer had ties to each other. They're close with each other, actually. So her funding, they both could have had ties. She might have been, funding him, or maybe he was funding her, or who knows what. But there you go. But you could see the connections with RE5 to RE8. So why would they not connect? If they're connecting Oswald Spencer, and they're bringing him, and acknowledging him in RE8, like, they're going to acknowledge him in, like, fucking RE9 or something, right? Like, I mean, there has to be some sort of connection. Like, I mean, there just has to be.
However, all was lost with Raccoon City. Despite that setback, your creation still holds great significance. Now my candle burns dimly.
He's aging. He's losing. Mortality is eating his ass up. So that's like Spencer's fear is death. But I would say that's his fear is death. He wants to be a god and immortal. So if there was anything to make any sense, it would be a reversing process, like reversing the aging inside of him, unless he managed to successfully be able to reverse cells or reverse some sort of a cell for him to fucking reverse aging or something, or maybe Alex was studying that. I don't know.
Ironic, isn't it?
It doesn't make sense. What I'm saying, that's just a theory. That sounds hella stupid as fuck.
For one who has the right to be a god, to face his own mortality.
The right to be a god. That right is now mine. The right to be a god. You. Arrogant even until the end. Only one truly capable of being a god deserves that right.
So there you go. You know, Oswald Spencer is dead. Yeah, I mean, and that just kind of, you know, and some people are thinking like somehow, some way, the guy sitting in that chair in RE9 is Oswald Spencer. And how would they do that? I don't know. I don't understand how they would be able to do it. Now let me tell you guys my second theory about the guy sitting in the chair. Have you guys heard of a guy named Daniel Fabron? He only appears in Resident Evil Resistance. Daniel Fabron is Alex Wesker's right-hand man. Right-hand man. Could that be Daniel sitting in that chair? I don't know. There is an accent there, but nobody has seemed to theorize this yet about Daniel Fabron. I've seen nobody on YouTube actually talk about him at all, actually. If we go ahead and look him up, maybe there's lore on him. So, for those of you that don't know anything about Daniel, let's go ahead and look up a video on him. Let's go ahead. Let's do that. Daniel Fabron. That's his name. Sorry, it's not Fabian, it's Fabron. And this guy, look at this. 4 years ago, Resident Evil 8 theory is Daniel Fabron in Resident Evil Village. See, now that's what I'm talking about. It's a crazy comparison, isn't it? You would think there's some sort of a correlation there. You would have thought Alex had some sort of a connection. Look at this. Look how Alex Wesker, Daniel Fabron in Resident Evil 8. Like there was a lot of theories back in Resident Evil 8 that I had as well that I thought Alex was connected to. But maybe RE9 is going to bring upon that. Now let's go ahead and see if there's any lore. I don't know if there's any lore on Daniel. But nobody seems to be talking about Daniel. Nobody. This is just gameplay. Resident Evil voice actor Kaiser Johnson.
Everyone, this is the guy who brought Daniel Fabron to life. Here is
Howdy.
Johnson.
Hi there. Good being here.
So, Kaiser, could you tell us, before we begin, could you tell us some of your works?
Sure. So, you know, I've done both on-camera and voiceover acting. I'm in...
Let's go ahead and watch the RE9 trailer. Yeah, I told you the Daniel Fabron theory is a good comparison, isn't it? Look at his hair, by the way. Look at his hair. You see how it's slicked back? Now let's go check the guy out from the RE9 trailer. Keep that in mind. Keep his hair in mind. Keep the hair in mind. And by the way, this guy, there was a biohazard, this guy was talking about how We're gonna get into that a little after. Just hold on a second. Let's just look at the reveal, and let's go to the guy sitting in the fucking chair. All right. To be honest, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. I mean, that can't be Daniel, but it could. Let's listen to his voice.
They're coming. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Let's listen to Daniel's. I'm not saying that this. I'm just theorizing. I'm not saying Daniel is this guy, but
this is General Munchie. Who's that scrub?
Can I hear the voice lines? What the fuck?
Man, where you bleed? I just got this floor how I like it. You die, they die, I die, Umbrella dies, the world dies. The world is reborn, but you are definitely dead. Look at you all doing so well. One last chance for me to kill you yet. Peekaboo, my friends. Go back to your happy little lives. Ignore the virus in your blood.
Obviously, that doesn't sound like anything like the dude in the chair, to be honest.
What is the worst that could happen?
This guy's French, by the way, so like... But there is an accent that is there. Like, I mean, listen to the dude in the fucking chair. I mean, there is an accent. Like, I don't know what I'm hearing, but I hear something.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
I mean, it does fucking somewhat sound like Daniel. I mean, but that doesn't mean shit. There is an accent there. Can you not fucking hear it?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for.
I don't know. I don't know. Daniel's too far-fetched. I mean, I don't see nobody talking about Daniel Fabron but me right now. Nobody has brought Daniel up. On fucking YouTube. Straight up. Nobody has. Nobody's talking about fucking Daniel Fabron. Because he's a fucking one-off character in Resident Evil Resistance. No one's fucking talking about him. But it's just like, correlate everything. Daniel Fabron is the right-hand man for Alex Wesker. Look it up. Look it up on Google right now. Let's go. Let's look it up. Daniel Fabron. Let's go ahead and see his origins real quick, right? Let's go ahead. Caucasian, French. So he's French. Daniel Fabron was a security operative within the Umbrella Intelligence Division, an intelligence gathering and counter-espionage organization under the direct control of Umbrella HQ. A colleague of Dr. Alex Wesker. Fabron worked with her in eliminating threats to the company, be it destroying escaped test subjects or abducting people investigating the company. Holy shit! Does that not fucking correlate? Abducting people investigating the company. As a master, this is gameplay. That's it. That's all there is on Daniel Fabron. That's it. So, this guy is talking about. So again, a colleague of Dr. Alex Wesker. Fabron worked with her in eliminating threats to the company, be it destroying escape test subjects or abducting people investigating the company. Now, does Umbrella exist in 2026? I don't think it does. Is there a resurrection of of this corporation? I don't know, because there's Blue Umbrella, but we don't really know anything about that. I think that's just Blue Umbrella as something to some stupid shit that was created. I don't know, to eliminate anything. This could be Daniel. This could be Daniel. Listen to his accent. Just fucking listen.
They're coming. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
But why is he looking for her? If that was to be Daniel, why would... So Daniel could be kidnapping somebody for who? Fucking Alex Wesker? Or, people are saying this is Oswald Spencer. I just don't see it now. It's the Alex theory is more feasible. I don't know, man. I don't know. And can I tell you guys something else real quick? People have been talking about voice lines and shit. Let me tell y'all something real quick. So we go here. Let's go here real quick. Listen. I want y'all to just listen very closely. Because some people, bro, are saying, this doesn't sound like Leon. This doesn't sound like Carlos. Like, what? Just listen.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Does that sound like Leon? Not really. But if we're talking about in the sense of, like, does it sound like fucking it could be an older, the tone of his voice is a little older? Probably.
We need to keep our voices down.
Now, we need to keep our voices down. Does that sound like Ada? I don't know.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Now listen to that. That sounds like Carlos. Do not fucking sit here and fucking lie. Do not sit here and fucking lie. It sounds like Chris. That does not sound like Chris fucking Redfield if my cock was fucking 10 inches fucking harder. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, bro. It doesn't make sense. How does that not sound like Carlos? Listen. And how does this not sound like an older toned voice Leon?
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Now, look, I'm not saying that is Leon, but could it be? Maybe. But now this voice right here.
We need to keep our voices down.
Right here.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
That sounds like Carlos. Like, stop fucking lying, bro. That sounds like fucking Carlos. I just wanted to point that the fuck out. How does that not sound like fucking Carlos? Don't even sit here and fucking cap. Let's listen to fucking Carlos voice lines real quick. Carlos voice lines. RE3. What the fuck? These are grunts? Why would you put the grunts first before...
Wasting ammo. What the fuck? The shutter stopped closing. You're gonna be okay, Joe.
Did you see the same shit I've seen?
Not from the sound of it. I won't be catching the train. Yeah.
Now, the voice actor who voices Chris, he also does voice Carlos, just to let y'all fucking know. So you will be hearing the same tone.
Yeah. Welcome, Leon. Bet you had a kick-ass first day. Listen. Gotta keep it from growing back. Somebody...
You see that? Did you hear the tone of that?
So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain. Oh yeah. The kid still got it. Gotta keep it from growing back. Somebody didn't have time to put his blues on. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think about it from this point of view, right? Think about it like this. Resident Evil 3 took place like 30 years ago, you know what I mean, in this universe, right? The Resident Evil universe. Carlos is an old motherfucker, bro. He an old motherfucker. So, obviously his voice is going to be a little bit toned. Way different than what you're hearing here.
I don't know anything about all that. You're going to be...
Like, it's just so far off, like Like, it's not, I mean, it's not that far off to put that comparison. Like, it really isn't. That's the outfit from Resident Evil Revelations 2. Claire is so hot, bro. Oh my god. Fucking milky. But anyways, fuck yeah. RE9 and Outbreak are connected. Obviously, they're connected. They're connected because they just confirmed Grace Ashcroft is related to Alyssa Ashcroft, and the note in RE7, Alyssa Ashcroft, they already damn near confirmed it and fucking canonized Outbreak. The only game that doesn't make sense to be canonized is Gaiden, in which Leon becomes a fucking zombie in that fucking game, which is fucking funny as fuck, but yeah, anyways, yeah, sure. But anyways, yeah. I don't know, man. Resident Evil Requiem trailer, actually double, like, I was watching this video of this black guy here, right? I don't know his fucking name. This guy right here. I didn't fully watch it, but we're gonna watch it together. And I'm gonna go ahead and you see how he's talking about the Oswald E. Spencer theory. So let's go ahead and watch. I didn't get too far into it, but let's go ahead and go here, right? You know, no. Let's just rewatch the entirety of it, because why not? Let's go back here, right here.
As we go along.
You know what? No. Yeah, let's go over. How about no? It would make more sense to go over the director's message. Let's go over the director's message, because we didn't go over that, and I intend on trying to go over as much as I can. Talk about theories, talk about everything. I know I'm all over the place, but fuck it.
All right, now the first thing we're going to go over is the director's special message. Now this video was uploaded 1 day ago at the time of this recording. When I saw it, it said 21 hours ago.
Yeah, so this was uploaded not long ago. He made this video 14 hours ago around morning time. At least for me. So that means that this was uploaded a few days ago.
At work when I saw it. It's unlisted and it's all in Japanese. I never even heard
it's unlisted as well, by the way.
The channel before, probably because it's considered a Japanese channel, which of course Biohazard, that means Resident Evil, of course, which we're looking into. But he only put this on this particular channel. So right here, as we get started on here, is right now it's muted for, you know, so I can speak over it. But I do have the translation exactly what he's saying, because everything is in Japanese other than his name and the director.
which is English for some reason.
I don't know why they kept that in English. That's weird.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, but I have the translation for you in full here. Hello, Platinum Ambassadors. Thank you for your continued support. I'm Koshi Naganishi, director of Biohazard Requiem.
So he is the director of Biohazard Requiem. So he is head of this project.
As Platinum Ambassadors, you may already know, but we finally announced Biohazard Requiem the other day. It's the 9th title in the series. A year ago, we released a video saying we're working on it, but we were finally able to make the announcement. I'd like to know what everyone thought of the trailer. The new protagonist is Grace, and it's a complete horror game from the protagonist's perspective.
So, off confirmation right there, he is straight up stating that Grace is the main character off that statement.
Now, I'm pausing the video because I want to interject on that statement that I just said.
Yeah.
Some people have misinterpreted that. That means that it's going to be in first person. Okay.
Yeah, where do you get the interpretation off that it's first person?
Make the announcement.
Hold on. We're working on it, but we are finally able to make the announcement. I'd like to know what everyone saw in the trailer. The new protagonist is Grace, and it's a complete horror game from the protagonist's perspective. That does not state that it is first person for shit. But, of course, people would take that out of context and be like, it's first person. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense.
I'd like to know what everyone thought of the trailer. The new protagonist is Grace, and it's a complete horror game from the protagonist's perspective. Now, I'm pausing the video because I want to interject on that statement that I just said. Some people have misinterpreted that. That means that it's going to be in first person. Okay, I guess it's an honest mistranslation because I can probably see it, but there was nothing confirming that it's first person.
Nothing there confirmed anything.
Resident Evil fans, I get it. I'm not gonna say we, because I personally do not care.
Me. Now let me tell y'all something off of my perspective, my point of view. I don't give a fuck about. Now let me get this off my chest real quick, so we don't gotta go back to it. I don't give a fuck if we play Grace and she's the main character the entire game, and there's different segments with other characters. I don't give a fuck. Number one. If it's first person, I don't give a fuck. If it's third person, I don't give a fuck. This is a new Resident Evil game that I don't give a fuck at all as long as the story is amazing. We're going back to Raccoon City, my friend. We are going to the ruins of Raccoon City. This trailer off rip, it has me in it. Like, it don't matter who the fuck. If I want to play Leon, I want to play Jill, I don't give a fuck. We going back to Raccoon City off rip. And we playing with a fucking Outbreak character's daughter. That's not a confirmation that we are, but you know what I mean. Like, that's all I have to say. A lot of people are complaining. I don't want to play with Grace. We already had Ethan, new characters. I don't give a fuck. Bro, we're going back to Raccoon City. And let me tell you something straight up, bub. They're gonna bring somebody from the original games. I can fucking guarantee. If they don't, then alright. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Personally, I don't give a fuck. But if they do, which in my beliefs, I believe they will, they're gonna bring back Leon probably. That's what I believe. We're not gonna find out until we get gameplay. We're not gonna find out until, really not even gameplay. We're not gonna find out until we see a next trailer. And upon that, they'll probably bring in gameplay and a demo. And that will be the confirmation of who we will be playing with. That will be our confirmation. Unless they fucking roll and troll us again and give us a fucking segment playing with somebody who's only going to show up for like 20 minutes of a segment of the game, then you know what I mean? But that's about it. That's about all we got. So that's as close as anything that I got. You know, that's it. But my beliefs are, you know, they're mine. I don't give a fuck who we play with. Give me this game already. I want to play. It's been 2 years. I know you can say it's, 2 years is nothing, but it's been a fucking minute, and I need a Resident Evil game. It's like dopamine shot. Bro, I need something.
But I understand the majority of the
And yes, I do get it. There's a bunch of games coming out in between. You got Dying Light and all these other games, but I need Resident Evil. Resident Evil is the fucking fix, bro.
Masses wants this game to be in third person. I totally understand. But I'm on the side of I'm happy that there's a new Resident Evil. I can play both. However, I do see both sides.
Yeah, of course. Looking at both sides is important, and it's a new Resident Evil game, man. It's new. That's what I'm happy about. I'm ignoring all all that is getting ignored because it's a new game, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. More than likely, this is going to be a third-person game as well. So relax, guys. Relax. Anyways, yeah.
Right? I did state earlier I would prefer third person because if there's like a skin or a costume, I want to see that.
Yeah.
If my character dies, I want to see that so I can feel like crap and hopefully I can get better at the game.
Yeah.
And all that and get my vengeance on the mofo that got me. Right? Yeah. And also,
dude, your dog is so fucking good looking. What is that? That's a husky?
So when it comes to the combat, I understand in first person,
Look at your dog. Your dog is just as hyped as like everybody here, bro. This guy's dog is fucking ready. He's just as... Matter of fact, this guy's dog is more fucking ready than all of us, honestly. Straight up. This guy wants RE9 more than anybody right now.
It's a little bit wonky. Case in point, there's actually a scene in Resident Evil Village when Mother Miranda, or not Mother Miranda, Mommy Lady Dimitrescu, grabs you, he slams you down 3 times into the floor. It looks weird in first person. I can only imagine how that looked in third person. So I get, as I'm saying, in that aspect,
yeah, understandable.
I get, but in first person, a lot of people do get motion sickness as well. So I do understand
motion sickness. Yeah, that's a key thing. Well, you know, most people at the end of the day, most people don't even get motion sickness like that.
That's why, because I can do both. I'm also not selfish. I'd rather have the option to do both, so both fan bases.
There we go. Both options is the best option, the best shit you got. If you could play first and third, like they did manage to implement that in Village, by the way, because they managed to give you third person mode, and you can play first person. So who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Do both. Like, what's the issue? It's like come on, you know what I mean?
play the game however they see fit.
Yeah.
And I feel like Capcom is going to do that thanks to the outcry of the fans of happiness when we had that opportunity to play that in Resident Evil Village.
Yep.
So I think we'll get it in both, but in this case here, I think it was misinterpreted. I don't think he's stating that it's going to be in first person. Those lines were never said.
Yeah.
So I do want people to relax, because some of the fan base are going crazy because of that.
Everybody's going fucking crazy just in general. Like, I'm just not even joking. Everybody's just, with all the leaks and the bullshit going on, bud, let me tell you something, bud. I'm going to watch your next video as well. I saw this. Video game leakers, what do I think about them? I'm going to give you guys my opinion as well on the leaker. The guy's name is like Golem Retard, whatever fuck.
All right. So that's all. I'm only going to say that. So let's relax. It hasn't been confirmed yet. Let's relax. Maybe hopefully we'll see something at the demo in August. By the way,
we're going to get some god shit, dude. I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I want to keep putting in my input over his video so that it gives you my perspective and you get to hear what he's saying. Because everything he has said so far, I'm agreeing.
Biohazard 7, there was a new protagonist, and the story unfolded in an unpredictable way. I think that element is also present here, along with the return of RPD.
Yep.
On the other hand, this title is deeply connected to the main storyline of the Biohazard series.
That's good.
In terms of what we worked on, Revelations is a title that fits that description.
Why is he bringing Revelations up? Why? So, I get it. The guy who is the director of this project, he's worked on Revelations and he's worked on 7. But he's trying to basically, it's almost like he's trying to like say it's, hold on. Reread that.
On the other hand, this title is deeply connected to the main storyline of the Biohazard series.
So that means 0 through 8 right now. So it's deeply rooted and connected to that. In terms of what I've worked on.
In terms of what we worked on, Revelations is a title that fits that description. This title has a solid budget, and I think it may be one that fans will enjoy the most compared to 7 and Revelations.
Boom. Right there.
There's still a lot of information we haven't shared, but the release.
So it's a comparison of 7 and Revelations. I want to know more off that. Like,
date is February 27th, 2026. So we'll keep you posted as we go along. Keep supporting us. So with that, the video ends there. So he kept it short and sweet. It was only 1 minute and 35. Nothing too crazy other than that line right there, of course. With that last line, he said there's still a lot of information that we haven't shared. Now, at the time of this video, I normally don't cover things like these, but apparently there's a thing going on. Even Dust Golem said himself, and also other peeps that were at Summer Games Fest are saying this as well. They're saying it on X. Now, like I said, I'm not on social media on X. I just see multiple videos covering it.
Yeah.
And I looked at it myself, and I'm seeing a few people saying that as well. That apparently there is an embargo currently right now for Resident Evil 9 that they're going to reveal something tomorrow at the recording of this video right now.
So so 14 hours ago for me, right now, bro, that's like midnight, straight up. When he uploaded this video, I don't know what part of I don't know where you're from, bud, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that was morning time. 14 hours ago was morning time. So, like, probably like 3, 4, 5 in the fucking morning type shit. But anyways, if he's stating that that's going to happen tomorrow, Wednesday.
But it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
And tomorrow they're going to reveal something, or there's gonna be information that they can say because there's an embargo on it.
Right.
We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's a collector's edition. We don't know if it's a demo and they just fooled us again.
Yeah.
We don't know if there's gonna be another trailer.
Could be another trailer.
We don't know what it is. Now, of course, like I said,
look at his dog, bro. His dog wants Resident Evil, bro.
I don't take leakers' word as gospel. A lot of people have a lot of trust.
And that's where my shit fucking comes from, bro. These leakers are fucking retards, bro. I don't get none of my shit from leakers. When it comes to Resident Evil, bro, they're always wrong. Every fucking time. I don't get none of my shit from leakers. I theorize, I put comparisons to what I believe is going to show up in the game. If it doesn't happen, hey, I don't give a fuck. But that's what I do. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm here watching this guy's video because when I saw his video, could it really be him? My final Resident Evil 9 theory. The reason why I watched this guy's video right here, right, is because it was on Oswald E. Spencer, which I have not finished fully. So we're going to watch this shit together, like, you know what I mean? But I just want to put my pieces in about the fucking leaking shit. I don't like leakers in Resident Evil. They're fucking, or especially that Golem retard. He's a dumbass. Because he's been wrong multiple times. And I've heard like even Bach, like streamer, I don't know if it was him actually. Let me put correction on that before I even name motherfuckers, which I shouldn't name nobody, but there was a streamer defending this Dusk guy with absolute no fucking like this guy. I don't know why. We're gonna find out when we watch this video. We're gonna find. That's all. This video is irrelevant. Like talking about leaking and shit. We're not gonna talk about that right now.
Peeps, I personally don't mind them because
I should have never even talked about leaking right now, to be honest.
The community talking, but there are people that take those as gospel and then they get disappointed when it's not true.
Yeah.
Personally, side note,
that's why you don't fucking listen to leakers, bro. You just fucking need to like theorize and think for yourself. And if it's not gonna happen, you need to be a person who's like, oh, if it doesn't happen, oh well, it's a new game. Who gives a fuck? Like, I get it. I want Alex Wesker to show up. That's who I want to show up. I want Oswald E. Spencer, Alex Wesker, fucking everything I'm naming right now, bro. I want Alex to show up because she's fucking badass. She managed to cheat death, bro. She managed to cheat fucking death. So yeah, I would want her to show up. Doesn't that sound fucking cool? Like maybe she cheated death and is now organizing an entire new organization, controlling things from the shadows. Doesn't that sound cool?
Wednesday, I'm off. I'm going to be playing Stellar Blade on the PC because that's the day that it releases. And if something comes up about Resident Evil 9 because of that,
keep playing good games, bro. Stellar Blade is a good game.
Then cool. Until then, I'm not gonna be focused on that. So I just want to put that out there. All right. That is the director's special message as of the recording of this video. What you guys think about it? Let me know. All right, guys. So the next topic is going to be a little bit of a shorter one. Okay. So it's about the voices that we hear in the trailer, which I'm going to play here. Okay. Now there's
now I went over the voices already myself, and when I watched this video earlier, me and him agreed that it does sound like Carlos, and it does sound like Leon, but I'm not really saying that. But that last voice at the end sounds like Carlos. That's straight up real talk.
Few of them that after I've heard them so many times, I can kind of hear what some fans are saying. Yeah. There's two specific voices. I'm gonna go into this right here. So this first one here.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
The first one, investigate.
Now the second one, you can justify sounds like Jill or sounds like fucking Ada, bro. Every time I hear those fucking voices, I feel like I'm hearing somebody new every fucking time.
All these strange deaths, huh? After hearing it and repeating it, I can sort of hear Leon, if that's the case. I can sort of hear that being a Leon. I can understand that, okay? Now that second voice, some think that voice is Ada. I'm not 100% sure, but let's say this. I have yet to experience a Resident Evil game that if Leon is in the game, Ada is not in there. I haven't experienced that at all, okay?
She'll always be in every game that Leon's in.
Usually if Leon is involved, Ada makes an appearance, which I ain't upset with that. I mean, bring on baby Ada. I ain't worried about that. All right. Now let's press on about the second voice I want to talk about.
Please know that you are my hope.
Now that could be anybody right there. Like that could be Alice. That could be Alyssa fucking Ashcroft.
Now that voice right there, I want to do a quick cut. That voice there about hope. A lot of people are saying that could be Alyssa talking to Grace. Okay, that voice is probably a flashback.
Can I state another theory? He's going to show another voice, and it's going to be a little girl. And I just want to kind of fucking, I don't know.
And the reason why is because now that we know that Alyssa was murdered, according to what this trailer is telling us, that could be maybe Grace in her, not Grace, Alyssa in her final moments talking to Grace. Yeah. It's a good interpretation. And then we also hear...
Everyone's gone.
We also hear, that sounds like a little girl.
To be honest, never mind. That theory is kind of shit. Now I'm thinking about it. I was gonna say that could be fucking, like, cause it's like I was gonna say that was probably gonna be Natalia, but that's impossible because this is 2026, right? So that's impossible. She had a better toned voice, more adult.
Which could be another flashback of Grace maybe talking to somebody.
I should have said higher pitched voice. Sorry.
Else, maybe when she's looking for her mother, or after her mother passed away, or murdered. We don't know, but it's.
I don't think that's possible because she actually had fucking. Because the outbreak took place in what, 1996? Yeah, it could have been. Nah, that couldn't have been possible. That couldn't have been possible. There's no way. She'd have been like 4 years old. I mean, not 4 years old. She'd have been, unless she was born during that time. That doesn't make any sense. She would have had to been born after fucking 1996 for Grace. There's no way.
Interpretation's okay, but there's one that most fans are confident about this one.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
That sounds like fucking Carlos.
Now that particular one, have you seen the same shit I've seen? Okay. Now a lot of people are saying they hear Chris or they hear Carlos. Fun fact, the same voice actor who did Carlos' voice in RE3 Remake and modern right now Chris is the same person.
Yeah.
So that could be either or. However, the voice sounds like Carlos. Now, granted, I know it's the same voice actor, but you also got to understand when it comes to these voice actors, they have great talent to change their voices, change the tone, everything where they could sound like somebody else, but you still hear them.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what that's exactly a good point, is that they do fucking do that.
You know, they still hear them. The tone, the inflection, everything can still come out that, okay, I hear Carlos, that is Carlos.
Yeah, but and people need to also understand that, bro, we're in 2026. Or 2027, whenever the fuck this is. I think it's 2026. They're old as fuck, bud. Their voices are going to be like hella toned, hella old. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
But I also hear Chris because it's the same voice, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that is the case here, but people are saying that it's Carlos or Chris. The only thing I can say, I feel like that's probably the same voice actor that did them, and he's probably voicing somebody else.
Probably. Huh.
My only theory on these voices really that I kind of hope for is that because we see Alyssa, I'm hoping that these voices are the characters in Outbreak.
That's a good point, because you want to know something fucking crazy? It could be Kevin. It could be Kevin. I didn't even think about that. That's a good fucking point. It could be Kevin, and it could be fucking, and those other characters could have been the other characters. Maybe it could have been Tiffany or something. Not what's the bartender girl's name in Outbreak? Could be her for fucking all we know, dude. Could be Outbreak characters. We don't know.
I hope it's that. Now, granted, I would love for the OG characters to return. I hope maybe one of those is the OG characters as a voice that of one of them or two of them or all of them that we heard. I'm cool with that. But I want to really be the Outbreak characters because I would love for them to make an appearance. And there's a good shot that they could, or a flashback or something. Now
that'd be fucking amazing if they did that, because they are absolutely acknowledging the fuck out of Outbreak. And Outbreak has always been a childhood game for me too. When I would play the fucking shit out of those games on the PS2. Outbreak 1, Outbreak 2. Mainly Outbreak 1, though. And that game, it's just like, as a child, I didn't really get far, obviously, but like, it's just that type of game. I was just like, man, it's like, you get to play a roster of fucking random characters, and you get to fucking just go around, try to make it through the fucking city and shit. It's just so good. Another thing I hope is for an Outbreak remake or Outbreak remaster. If they fucking port Outbreak to the next gen and give it, HD, high quality shit. Oh my god, it'll be a godlike game.
We see Alyssa, but that's just telling us as fans that hey, they are acknowledging Outbreak.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, the way the story is evolving or revolving around Grace and her mother being Alyssa, which is one of the survivors from Resident Evil Outbreak. So I would absolutely love for those voices to really just be the Outbreak characters. But at the same time, I'm no stickler. I would love for those voices to also be the OGs as well. But I prefer one or the other because I would hope that we probably see the OG characters. But because we can't interpret who these characters are, I personally hope that they are the Outbreak characters. Personally, because
I don't think anybody's gonna fucking disagree. If anybody, if because even someone like me, I really don't care who shows up. That's the thing. If it's the Outbreak characters, cool as fuck. If it's Ada and Leon, cool. If it's Carlos, cool. If it's fucking anybody, characters from the older games, like, you know what I mean, Barry, for fuck's sake, I don't fucking know. Like, it just doesn't matter to me because I'm just too hyped. And you could say the hype is blinding me, but what does it matter? It's a fucking freshly good fucking... The trailer was amazing. We're going back to Raccoon City. Like, it's good.
I would just show that they can expand more on the characters and maybe get some of them to return. However they're going to do it, I don't know.
You said you probably think it's Kevin. It probably would be fucking Kevin. If it's not fucking Kevin, then shit, I don't know. Again, I don't really care.
Okay, so that's just personally what I would feel, but those are the voices that people are saying they hear. At least the first one, and the same shit I've seen. A lot of people are saying the first one, you know, the Strange Deaths Hunt. A lot of people are saying that's Leon, and the one that we just did, a lot of people are saying that's either Chris or Carlos. In that particular voice, I hear more of Carlos, at least in the tone and everything. Yeah. But I hope that's probably one of the Outbreak characters. Now,
it's just that sounds exactly like Carlos, if I'm being real.
On to the big boy, the big reason you're probably here on this.
And this is the main reason why I pressed on this video is because of Oswald E. Spencer.
What we're going to be talking about is a theory that I thought of relating to this character here, or this person here.
Good theory.
Okay. A lot of people are saying this person could be the one and only Oswald E. Spencer.
And again, how could it be Oswald if we saw him get cooked in RE5 though? It's just like, and again, I didn't even get to finish most of his video here. So I don't really remember much. Any fucking ways, but it's a good theory though. It's a really good theory, but I just don't see it. But if it is, it would be fucking amazing. Let's hear what he has to say though.
Earl Spencer, aka one of the founders of Umbrella, the top dog. All right. Now, in my previous video about RE9, I said that I cannot see this being Oswald because of what happened to him back in RE5. Right. You know, what Wesker did to him. Right. I find it hard to believe and hard to fathom at the time, okay? Now, the reason why is because, you know, Wesker is legit my favorite villain in RE, and I just did not, in my head, think that Wesker would kill him and leave him alive, or mistakenly kill him and thought that he was dead and he was alive. I had a hard time believing that and everything. And on a slim chance, I still do. But after sitting here for a while and had some time at work and thinking about it and everything, I came up with a theory on the possibility of this being Oswald E. Spencer. Okay, now the last image we have of Oswald E. Spencer was in that castle where he was talking to Wesker. Okay.
Now, theoretically, is that actually the last image? That is technically on the timeline the last time you see him ever on the timeline. But the last time you ever see him in all the games is Resident Evil Resistance, and you saw him running experiments because he's in search for immortality. These people, Oswald E. Spencer is obsessed with immortality. He wants to be a god.
Now he's, you know, now I'm looking at side profiles, right? In the picture that I actually have of him, you can actually see, I'm actually going to pull the picture up. This picture here, you see him, right? You see.
Yeah, this is a picture from Resident Evil Resistance. And if you kind of like put to comparison, it doesn't look like him for fucking shit. But unless he somehow reversed his aging or some shit, then I don't understand how, you know?
See this hair slicked back and everything, and it's white, right?
Yeah, because he's an old fuck.
If you were to picture a side profile, possible side profile, you could possibly get this. Now, granted, yes, the hair is black. That was kind of like the key thing for me. I was like, yeah, that's not Oswald. Oswald's gone. He's an old man, right? But the hair, you know, slicked back like this, it could be anybody, of course. I just assume this is probably a new villain. Now, I do want to cut this real quick and just tell you guys that a lot of people are also saying that this could be a Mr. Brandon Bailey, another one.
Oh, yeah. Yo! That is a good one. Because he's actually Marcus's predecessor? I don't really know much on Brandy. I'm not even gonna lie. I just know that something about Marcus, because Marcus was one of the founders as well.
Founding members or a protege of Dr. James Marcus.
Exactly. Okay, so I was right. I was okay.
Another founding member of Umbrella. Okay, that could be them. Okay, we don't even have a face to Mr. Brandon Bailey, at least from what I understand.
Oh yeah, we don't have no fucking face. There's nothing on the internet of Brandon Bailey at all. Nothing. That's what's hella crazy. Like, you can go, like, I was aware of Brandon, like, a long time ago, but, like, he really, like, it never really clicked on me until I was thinking about it for RE9, too. I was like,
Man, even in the wiki that I actually looked up his name, I was like, I don't see a face.
Yeah.
So they're saying that this could be him, okay? Another interpretation I'm cool with, a new antagonist, I'm perfectly okay with that, absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's get back on track to why this could be Oswald E. Spencer. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to interpret this as best as I can, all right? So get your popcorn, all that stuff.
Now, I don't, like, the whole time, I don't remember anything he was saying. Even though I watched this video, I don't remember anything from here at all. His Oswald E. Spencer theory, I have no idea. So if he says the same thing I say, that's gonna be awesome. I would like to. I like when people like have the same theories as me, because it's huge. So let's hear what he has to say. Because if he talks about him wanting to be a god, wanting to achieve immortality, then because those are the main motherfucking factors to Oswald E. Spencer. That is the main shit, and the only way he could come back. Somehow he got resurrected by, like, I don't know, something. Let's hear.
Relax and get ready, because we're going to do a little history lesson that's going to tie into what I'm saying on how this could be Oswald E. Spencer, okay? Follow me on this and keep track to what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Keep track of what I'm saying. I'm going to do my best to explain this, okay? This is my first time going through like a deep lore kind of thing on how I came with this theory and how
that's good.
It could be. Now, I do want to say the reason why I came up with this theory because I actually replayed Resident Evil 8 Village, okay?
Oh, shit. Because he's going to bring up the no with Miranda. He's going to bring up the no with Miranda. I already know off rip. Because that's exactly what I said earlier, bro. They literally acknowledge Oswald E. Spencer in RE8. Literally, bro. Literally.
We played it, looked at some notes and everything, and conjured up some stuff a little bit and see how it could be, how to relate specifically with Mother Miranda and Oswald E. Spencer. Okay, this is basically relating to these guys, okay? Remember this, Oswald E. Spencer was born in 1923. We know that he died in August of 2006. Mother Miranda was born way before him. It says that Mother Miranda was born in the late 19th century. Now that could be from 1801 to 1900.
It would have to be the late 1800s, bro. Like, it can't be 1801. I think they even confirmed that she's probably like 18. She's born 1890 or 1880 or some shit. She's only really 100 fucking plus years old or some shit. It's some change or something.
He died in 2021 by our boy Ethan. Now, remember those dates because it's going to trail back on this. Now we're going to go ahead and get into how Oswald met Miranda. In the 1950s, he was in his 20s. He went on a solo hiking trip in Eastern Europe, but because of his inexperience, he got lost. He stumbled on a village where Mother Miranda found him. Now, they got along really great because Oswald E. Spencer, as a young man, had this mind of changing the world. Not in the right mindset that we all know of, obviously, but that was his vision, okay? Mother Miranda at this time, of course, is still grieving over the loss of her daughter. Her daughter was her world, okay? She stumbled in a cave where she ends up getting infected or basically meeting or seeing this black mold, which in turn she calls and the villagers call Black God. She ends up using this mold to basically take over the village. She has ruled this village from 1919 to 2021 to her death by Ethan Winters. In 1919, Oswald E. Spencer wasn't even born yet. So by the time she met him, she was already ruling over this village with this mold. She was still wanting to use this mold, doing her research on it and everything for one goal, to bring back her daughter. Now, the one fascinating thing about this mold that we know that can and has done, because of her age and how long she has lived, and we see a younger version of her during the final boss battle, and when we even meet up with her and talk with her, she still looks very young, right? So we know that the mold in the Mega Might Seed has the ability to keep your younger self and to keep you thriving. Oswald E. Spencer, his goals were not in line with Miranda, right? For what the mold can do, that wasn't going to achieve his goals as he had in mind. So of course he stayed and researched things with Miranda and everything, and eventually, because of her and inspired by Mother Miranda and her vision, he went on and created the Umbrella Pharmaceuticals, which went on to be the Umbrella Corporation as we know of today. Fun fact, and of course we already know that the logo and insignia of Umbrella that we have known for many years came from his research and Mother Miranda. In the village, you have the 4 houses. In the insignia, they're in a corner. One corner, top left, top right, etc., etc. When you have an umbrella in the middle of it, it becomes an octagonal shape, as you see here that I'm showing you, which in turn resulted in Oswald E. Spencer getting the inspiration to have that in his logo. So that was actually a fun fact on how Capcom was able to tie that in on how he got the insignia. A very, very simple insignia, but it was inspired by something very big for Oswald E. Spencer.
I feel bad for Miranda, to be honest.
Now, during this time, he had close friends. One of them is Dr. James Marcus, and then Dr. James Marcus has a protege named Brandon Bailey. To this day, at least for me, we haven't seen a face, but we just know a name. Throughout the whole course of Umbrella's lifespan, okay, you know, it was a thriving company, all that good stuff, but of course, you know, Oswald E. Spencer was getting paranoid. His competition, he would kill him off, you name it. He met Dr. Wesker. You know, the whole story flips on, okay? Now, continuing on. Now he's getting older. During this time, he's getting older. He wants to maintain his youth. So he assisted the help of Miss Alex Wesker to look into a mutagenic virus capable of restoring his youth.
Yeah.
Okay. However, Alice Wesker does not give a crap about Oswald E. Spencer. So because he funded her research, gave her the facility, the subordinates, all that good stuff like that, Alex Wesker betrayed him and took everything. The money that she received from him, the subordinates that she had, all that stuff, and she went on to research her own thing at a different location. Now, at this point, Oswald E. Spencer is now thinking his death is inevitable at this point.
Yeah.
There's nothing he can do. All right.
Like, he's fucked pretty much, yep.
And we know how Oswald E. Spencer looks thanks to the Resident Evil 5 DLC when him and Wesker are talking. He is old, he's frail, he's hooked up to a machine, he can barely stand. We've seen it. Right? We've seen how he looks. It's like literally he's on his last legs. Now this is where it gets to the part where my theory where it could be Oswald E. Spencer sitting.
See, and the thing is, that's where I'm stuck at. That's where I'm stuck at with my own theory, is because like he can't come back if he's dead unless someone revives him. And that's like in 09. Like, he died in 09. Unless what? Miranda somehow got Spencer? Like, I don't know, bro. Or fucking Alex. Alex doesn't give a fuck. She fucked off. She took all the funding Spencer gave her and just said, oh, I'm out. I'm gonna do my own thing, bitch.
In this chair. It ties back to Ethan. When Ethan was killed by Mother Miranda, he had his heart ripped out. He ends up having a dream where Evelyn, the antagonist of Resident Evil 7, tells him that isn't it funny that every time you got hurt, I'm paraphrasing here of course, every time you got hurt, you're basically fine. He ends up getting infected by the mold thanks to Jack Baker, one of the antagonists in Resident Evil 7, killed him. He was infected by the mold. Yeah. However, Mia states to Chris in Resident Evil 8 that Ethan is special. It seems that Ethan resonated with the mold very, very well to where he basically can heal. We've seen this when Mama Dimitrescu cut his hand off and he was able to put it back on seamlessly. Now I know as fans, I know at least I was like, WTF, how the heck did that happen?
Yeah.
And Ethan is not even questioning it. There's something to that. He's part of the mold. Now, even Mother Miranda was actually impressed by this because after he goes back to see her again, I'm paraphrasing, it seemed she basically was saying she's very impressed. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing. I know she said a different line, but paraphrasing,
yeah.
You get my point. Going back to that, Ethan was able to stay alive from that. He was killed by Mother Miranda by having his heart ripped out. His heart, and a vital organ in the human body, his heart ripped out, and he still lived and killed Mother Miranda in 2021. And as of right now, that is the end of Mother Miranda. Okay, unless the Megamycete is still around and she's still within the lifeline in the Megamycete, because as we know, Ethan helped out Rosemary in the DLC. Ethan was dead, but because they have a connection with the mold in the Megamycete, Ethan technically still lives. in that manner. So spiritually, if that makes sense. So in a sense, Mother Miranda is probably not 100% dead. Now, hear what I just said about Ethan. Who's to say, right, that after Wesker did what he did to Oswald E. Spencer, who's to say that Oswald didn't do any investigation of the mold himself, probably injected himself with the mold to do some research with Mother Miranda, all that good nature. Maybe Mother Miranda told him that she rules over this village and what the mold is capable of and what she's trying to do with the mold, right? What if Oswald E. Spencer got in a notion like, okay, hey, let me try this out. And maybe at the time he just seemed like it wasn't working for him, wasn't affecting him. I don't know, right? However, Ethan was killed when he was still very young. Oswald E. Spencer had a healthy life and continuing on with Umbrella, and of course he's just getting old and frail, right? So he didn't really die yet, and maybe that's why the mold didn't really do anything. Wesker kills him. We all know what happens in that. Now we don't know in this theory, like, okay, well, what happened to Oswald E. Spencer's body? Did Chris just leave it there after what happened to Wesker and Jill?
Yeah, that's hella interesting. What happened to his fucking body?
We don't know all that stuff like that. I haven't really thought about that, which is why I'm saying this is theory. Who's to say that after Oswald E. Spencer died by the hands of Wesker, that the mold finally took action? We saw what the mold did to Mother Miranda. Mother Miranda, at this point in 2006, when Oswald E. Spencer is old and frail, reality without the mold, Mother Miranda should be dead. But she is still young and still thriving in that village because we know that her death is not until 2021 by Ethan, and Oswald E. Spencer dies in 2006. We're talking
Wait, he died in 06? I thought he died in 09. Oh yeah, it must have been like years actually, huh? Hold on, let me fucking see. When did Oswald... Oh yeah, it was in 06. Oswald Spencer died. Yeah, he died in 06. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Because obviously that took like... Not that RE5 took place in 09. That's why I'm getting it all fucked up.
Big gap in years at this point, where Mother Miranda realistically should be dead,
yeah,
but she's not. She's
dead.
still young. Oswald E. Spencer's getting old. Wesker kills him. The mold takes effect and starts to actually heal itself, heal him. And maybe because his hair is black here, like I said, I'm just assuming here, his hair is black here. This could be a young / older Oswald E. Spencer, where he doesn't need the machines or anything of that nature. Okay, that could be a theory. That could be a theory. Considering what he's wearing all black, maybe that could be the hooded. He's also probably the hooded guy that we keep seeing around here as well. We don't know any of that yet either.
I don't know, actually.
Pause for a sec, guys. This is Editor Griff. I also want to point out something as well, that some fans were saying that this could also be Wesker making a return. Now, I don't necessarily believe it could be Wesker. However, I cannot also deny the fact that if you zoom in on the photo here, he's wearing all black. In Resident Evil 5, Wesker was wearing all black as well. He had the black...
Oh, and it's the same fucking jacket, too. Damn, man.
Gloves, he had the black trench coat, all that. It's just the material of the coat that we're looking at here.
Yeah, the material, yeah.
The way the material looks. It looks like it resembles the black coat and black getup that Wesker was wearing in Resident Evil 5. So, I can understand slightly where fans could say this could be Wesker, but I don't want to simply say that simply because that's what Wesker wore in RE5. Let's also remember, that is also what Wesker wore when he killed Oswald E. Spencer. Yeah. Basically, my theory is, going down that little history lesson with you guys, that more than likely there could be a chance that after Wesker killed him, the mold took over, healed Oswald E. Spencer, making him youthful again, or capable of being here. Okay, especially if this is in the current timeline that we're looking at, right? And now he's the main antagonist. Now, it would be fascinating if he is the main antagonist, because we're talking about the head of Umbrella, the head of the company that started all of this Resident Evil glory that we all know and love today.
Yep.
And he's the main antagonist. It's great to think about.
Yeah,
it would be great to see that, okay, now we as the player get to take him down.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, I guess you could say.
Pretty much, this is the guy who's head of everything. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, you know, it does make sense.
I guess you could say the legend, because if it wasn't for Oswald E. Spencer making Umbrella, you know, we wouldn't we wouldn't have this, right? I guess you could say. Treating it as a real life, I know it's a video game. That's my theory, and hopefully that made sense on how I explained it. This is my first time trying to go into a deep dive lore with you guys, and I hope I didn't start.
Bro, your theory is not too far off, though. It's a good theory to put into you know, the Miranda connection there. It absolutely is Oswald E. Spencer. Going off your theory about the mold, the trailer shows a glimpse of it affecting the hooded man's face, almost like their body is disintegrating into ash. Also, the whole scene with him sitting there with lightning flashing remind me a lot of the Spencer scene from RE5. This is just speculation. The husky. Yeah. It's a good theory. I like your theory. It's good.
Too much or made it sound bad or anything. Now, with all that being said, to the fans that say this could be Brandon Bailey, we know that Brandon Bailey is significant as well, because he is one of the founding members with Umbrella, because he is a protege to Dr. James Marcus, one of 2 of Spencer's close friends that he met at university. We don't know anything yet on that. Brandon Bailey's name was heard at least, I want to say, in Resident Evil 5, and he's still actively present, but we still don't know what's going on. I know he is the head of the villain corporation. I think it's called the Connections. I want to say something like that. So his name is out there, but we don't know anything. So a lot of people are saying this could be Brandon Bailey. I didn't really think of that because his name doesn't really pop up like all the time where I think about it. So I was like, okay, now I see why it could be. Do I think it is? It would be cool. It would be a new antagonist. But it'd also be cool if this is Oswald E. Spencer as well. Now, with that theory and everything that I just said, okay, do I think this is Oswald E. Spencer? In my personal opinion, even with that theory that I thought that it could be, even with that, no, I don't think it's him. I personally think we have a new antagonist, brand new Resident Evil, brand new antagonist, especially this far in the timeline. It could be anybody. Now, maybe this person is related to someone that we know in the past. Okay, like apparently, according to the director, it relates heavily to the timeline of Biohazard or Resident Evil. So if all this is related to it and it flows seamlessly, this could be someone that we do know, and we really just don't know obviously who it is. Okay, I would love for it to be Oswald E. Spencer. I would love for it to be Brandon Bailey. I would love for it to be a brand new antagonist. I'm just happy that we're getting a new Resident Evil.
Exactly.
Okay, I am not a stickler, all right, but if I had to guess, I would say this is a brand new antagonist who probably relates to someone that we know, or has connection to someone that we know in the Resident Evil franchise. And it's probably gonna be a big twist that Capcom is gonna throw at us, which I cannot wait for. But I do not think that this is Oswald E. Spencer. It could be Brandon Bailey because we haven't even seen his face or anything. It could be him. I'm more inclined to believe that.
All right, that's enough. All right, so based off everything there on what he said about Oswald E. Spencer and the whole theory, that's a good theory. Especially considering that why would they just add a note like that? You know, like they made that connection purposely with Oswald E. Spencer. You know, they made that connection purposely. Oswald E. Spencer being connected to Miranda is huge. So, in my honest opinion, I can see a lot of Oswald E. Spencer or Alex Wesker coming, or I don't know what, but you see the connections there, and he pointed out that the jacket was damn near the same as Albert Wesker's. That does look the fucking same. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, let's watch this video. Him talking about the leakers.
Greetings, everybody.
So we're going to hop into this, and we're going to talk about the dumbass leaker who's leaking bullshit.
How you guys doing now? Welcome back to the Good Game Griffin Gaming channel, where we focus on us the game and the video. Guys, little quick video here.
That dude spoke like 100 words in 1 second.
Okay, I didn't know when I was going to actually put this up, but I might as well do it now so I can just get it off my chest. Okay, as the title of the video, this is about leakers. I received a comment yesterday basically asking me, what do I think about leakers such as Golem? Now, it's not just Resident Evil that he is known to leak. There's also other games that he's also delved into to give like some insider knowledge and stuff like that. Now, I say insider knowledge because to give him the benefit of the doubt, he has been right on some things. Now, what I think about.
What things though? Like most of the shit he was wrong about though. Like fucking, he's wrong about fucking Fuck, now I can't even fucking name the shit he was wrong about. See, now I sound fucking stupid. See, when I can't name shit off the top of my head, bro, like that's what makes me look hella dumb. It's like, but there's evidence of it though. Like he was wrong about fucking RE4. He's wrong about a lot of shit in RE4. A lot of shit in RE4, the remake. He was wrong. You said something about like some shit like is gonna be happening in that, and it never happened. There's a lot of shit. Anyways, come on.
I don't personally care. I personally have like okay, thank you for possibly leaking something, quote unquote leaking, because it'll get the fans talking. You know, it brings the hype up and everything. However, there are also a lot of fans that are like, they don't want to hear anything until they hear from the devs or anything. They don't care about leaks.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I'd rather hear from the devs.
Yeah,
You guys
basically, yep.
who are new to the channel may not know it, but I don't cover leaks like that. Now, to those who have been subscribed to me for a little bit, you do know that so far in the channel, in the lifespan of the channel, I have only made about maybe at the most 2 videos concerning leaks. One of them was a possible Resident Evil Code Veronica leak that was literally on Reddit. I'm actually thinking of privating that video, but thankfully no one got mad at me.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go get my food real quick. Be right back. Alright, my bad, guys. Ugh. So, yeah, I got some food here and shit. So I'm fucking hungry. I'm gonna be fucking eating. We're still gonna be fucking looking at theories and shit, but we're gonna take a look at this shit real quick. I did watch a video earlier as well with a guy talking about this same fucking leaker and how he's leaking basically bullshit about Resident Evil. We're gonna watch him after again, just to give you guys some pointers. Oh my god, bro, my niece keeps spamming me to play Minecraft, bro. Alright, anyways, let's get into this shit.
Anything, because I think that's restated in that video over and over and over again. This is just leaks, and even I don't believe it. I just wanted to put that out there.
There are a bunch of leaks that I've been seeing that I don't believe for shit. And it's honestly hilarious at this point, because most of these leaks are coming from this one guy.
But regardless of that fact, it was not from the devs or anything. It was literally just a Reddit post. That's one of the reasons I'm thinking about privating that video and just getting it off my channel kind of thing. But once again, everyone was very respectful of me in that comment section, everything. You just got the fans talking. Another possible leak was actually a video that we did about Resident Evil 9 before it was released. It was a news article that everything was going around about what was possibly going on with Resident Evil 9. And that was a great video too. I enjoyed making that as well. But at the same time, that was also a video that just had leaks. And to give myself credit, I didn't follow the whole train of, you know, Resident Evil Apocalypse, some type of goat man from like being a stalker enemy.
Yeah.
I didn't upload a video.
I heard about that shit too, bro. And I did not believe not one fucking bit of it. Like, straight up. Like, it was the stupidest shit I ever fucking heard, if I'm being honest.
Stating anything about Leon and Chris being the protagonists and they're going to have their own stalker enemies or anything like that. I watched videos of it, yes, but I didn't put it on there because do I necessarily believe it? Not necessarily. That's not the case. It's just it's not coming from a dev. It's not being revealed. So I don't necessarily have anything against leakers. I don't even have anything against creators making content about that because a lot of them do say take it with a grain of salt. This is just a leak. There's no issues, no worries. Plus the content creators, and they know that is going to get them views. Let's keep it a buck here. We know that's going to get them views. That's probably going to get them more subscribers, more eyes on. So when the game actually does release, now they have a brand new set of subscribers that are going to be watching them for their take on the actual game. That's just how subscribers are made. This YouTube algorithm is the popularity of at least Resident Evil or whatever game they're covering. You name it, okay? Now, like I said, to give Dust Colum credit, he has been right about some things, so I understand why people do sort of take...
I want to know what he's been right about. Can you name him?
His word, okay? Now,
This is hot as
personally,
fuck.
I don't think
Woo!
it's ever been said
Woo,
in the
this is
history
hot.
of gaming, but... And I could be
Wow.
wrong, like I said, I don't necessarily follow these, but I
Yo.
am also one of the people...
That's some hot-ass Spanish rice. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck? God damn.
People that do believe that some leakers are just simply devs, and that's the way of them having peeps and the masses talk about their game because it's coming up.
Ugh.
Now, I'm not saying
What the
at all that
fuck?
Dust Golem is an insider to
Yo, who
Capcom.
made
I'm not
this
saying that.
fucking
Like I
rice,
said, there's
yo?
other games that he's covered. However, I do believe, because he has been right on some
That's some
things,
hot
I
fucking
do
rice.
believe that he has some insider knowledge on certain games or someone on the inside feeding them the information, because the way he words it sometimes gets you thinking. For example, before RE9 was even announced, he said something about RE9 and he put the word Requiem in that tweet. Now, I didn't see this tweet. I actually saw this on another video and I'm like, damn, okay. Now, mind you, I don't have anything against Dust Golem or anything like that or any leaker whatsoever. But like I said, he has been right on some occasions. So do I read a lot of his stuff? I don't have Twitter, so I have to Google it and go on his account. I don't have social media. So I have to do that just to look. I still haven't even looked at his trailer breakdown of it, because that's 30 something pages of tweets that I'm not gonna look into. No, I'm not doing that. But the reason why I'm bringing him up is because it mainly pertains to him because of the game that we have been discussing lately. And I want to give a video response to basically that comment, even though I gave a detailed comment to him and that person was very thankful. Thank you very much for that question. It was a good question. Like I stated in that comment, leakers, or however you want to call them, hackers, leakers, whatever you want to get into it, they only have so much power as to what the fans believe and what they're telling them. Now, because I'm not a solely an RE channel, I think I can say what I'm about to say. A lot of Resident Evil content creators, they are always looking for new things Resident Evil to talk about to keep their channel going and everything, which is why I can't really stay in a particular niche or anything. We can only talk about Resident Evil so much before it dies down and then we got to go on to the next game or anything of that nature. Now, because these leaks and rumors or anything, a lot of these creators will go on to them so they can keep their channel flowing for the algorithm. They can keep generating views, subscribers, likes. That's just the nature of the business. I'm all for that. Nothing wrong with that. And to give the creators credit, they always say, hey, this is just a leak, take it with a grain of salt. That should be more than enough information for that. But then you also got a lot of fans who are like, hey, if it's not real, why even post it? I mean, well, bro, like, you watched it. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he gave you the information that is just a leak. I mean, I don't know. But that's the reason why I'm also solely not a just one niche content creator, because you can only do so much with that particular one niche before it dies down. If you guys have been subscribed or you're a new subscriber by now, you probably know now that I don't really cover leaks on this channel. I really just do the theories.
Now let me show you guys the video I watched. Was it back here? Oh, right here, right here.
Adios expected. Hello authentic. Hello Topo Chico hard.
Leaks, if the potential for change is always going to happen. So that's something.
I think it was about right here. Every time Dusk Golem said, okay,
it's going to be showcased at this Summer Games Fest. No, he literally said the same thing last year. He also predicted that it was going to be releasing in the Summer Games Fest last year. And that didn't go well. I can actually read his tweet right here. In May 3rd, 2024, he says, I have good news / rumors to deliver on Resident Evil 9. The possible delay I had murmurs about can be pushed aside. Resident Evil 9 should be revealed pretty soon and released next year. If what I heard previously holds true, should be in January. It'll have about 7 years in development. That was...
Whoa, what?
May 3rd, 2024. It's a no-brainer that this obviously didn't happen. And, you know, this guy has stated in the past as well that he loves to take educated speculation. So what the frick does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? It's so fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck? Hey, let's watch this. Yeah, like, fuck this shit. Let's go back to the theories, because the leaker shit's retarded. This is Century for Evil. So, this is, I hope, a theory video.
Well, you know it's that time again to drop another theory video or prediction. This time it's going to be about the mysterious villain in the chair from the RE9 Requiem reveal trailer. There have been many fans talking about who this exactly could be, and in today's video I will be talking 3, maybe 4 possible candidates as to who this is. So before we get into the video, be sure to leave a like to help it reach the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the near future. And now, let's get into it. Another thing we will be mentioning is his motivations towards Grace as he was speaking to her in the reveal trailer. The first candidate to mention is arguably the most popular one, being the revival and return of Oswald E. Spencer. Now from the physical features, the one thing that we can tell is the hairline being very similar, but due to the...
I wonder if like people can like light it up a little bit, but don't we fucking... It's just crazy. Oh.
lighting, we can't really confirm the exact color, even though it's clearly black hair. Reincarnation hasn't necessarily been a stranger in the Resident Evil franchise. As a matter of fact, Spencer's former friend, James Marcus, was a prime example of that. After being assassinated by an Umbrella firing squad accompanied by Wesker and William Birkin, he was experimenting on a live T-virus leech, and as time went on, when Wesker and Birkin left, the leech found its way to enter Marcus's mouth, bonding with him and essentially being back from the dead. Now obviously Billy and Rebecca killed Marcus, and that was the official end of him. Spencer, on the other hand, was murdered by Albert Wesker, and the interesting thing was what happened to Spencer's body after Lost in Nightmares. Because Chris was still around, and I just find it funny how Chris and Jill were in the fight of their lives, and then there's Spencer's old ass dead as fuck. Off topic, but I just thought it was funny to think about.
Yeah.
I understand the viewpoint of wanting Spencer back, and to support that theory is the hairstyle, like I said, the gramophone, and the accent, which does not sound American, and Spencer wasn't American either. Also, not forgetting about Spencer's connection to Mother Miranda and RE8 with the inspiration thing. The reason why I'm not necessarily getting behind the factor of the reincarnation of him and returning is because it just wouldn't make any sense, as crazy as that sounds. I also find it really hard to believe that Chris and the BSA just somehow left Spencer's body to rot in the estate, but
yeah, that's what I'm fucking thinking. Like, what the hell? Like, obviously, there's no way.
Do have a small theory about Spencer possibly being this villain. Now let's get into a what if phase. What if Spencer's body was picked up and put into a morgue or something, and somehow when the BSA created BOWs or whatever, something bad happened and Spencer was resurrected? Sounds a little bit silly, right? Yeah, I agree. That's why I don't think it's Spencer, despite the characteristics of him. Obviously, we can pull the transfer consciousness card, but I think that's a desperate method to discuss something about. I know Alex Wesker did it, but it's hard to do that with every single villain. Nerdspace Games is a good friend of mine who made a video about how Spencer can come back. The one point I full on agree with him is the fact that we know he has orchestrated so much of the events in this franchise, but we've never had a full opportunity to actually have him as a main antagonist in a game.
That's 100% true. Like, people don't understand how much Oswald Spencer has orchestrated and so many events, funded so many projects. This guy is literally the biggest villain, dude.
I'll link his video in the description.
And we never even got him that much, aside from seeing him die in RE5.
So for the next person, I think Spencer has a way bigger chance of being revived than this person. Also, his odds are slim to none in my opinion, especially because of the way he died, and it's Albert Wesker. The reason why people are speculating that it could be him is the black coat this person is wearing, which is very reminiscent of the coat Wesker wore in Resident Evil 5. In terms of the other features, it's hard to get behind. That includes the accent and the hairstyle, even though Wesker's was slicked back.
The accent and the hairstyle. Exactly.
I don't even think with an actual reveal or proper lighting, Wesker would ever have black hair. I would turn on my face cam and go bald live on stream if I ever saw that. Plus, it is so difficult to bring him back, especially after taking 2 RPG missiles to the face in a volcano, let alone he was in a big pit of lava. He most likely disintegrated, and I firmly stand on that. I also don't think the consciousness transfer would work for him. It makes sense for Alex to do it because she did it on screen and in advance before she pulled the trigger. Having to completely retcon everything that happened past RE5 would be insanely whack. Not to mention Wesker's death was widely mentioned in the RE6 campaign. It would also make Jake be completely useless, maybe. Speaking of him, because there will probably be that one person that mentions him, he's not going to be in this game, I don't think. I understand that I mentioned his name and people may theorize that the hooded figure in the flashbacks is Jake. No, I don't.
That's another good thing to point out. A lot of people said that's like probably Leon. Somebody said that that's probably Jake as well. I heard that theory. I definitely heard that theory like a day after the release of this trailer. Someone said that this could be Jake.
I don't believe that either, even though I think the hooded person is bald, and Jake was about to be bald at 20 years old. You know what, I'll stop. Regardless, Albert Wesker, no, that would be bad. The next person, however, would make the most sense. The problem.
What if it's another like Wesker or something? Like, what if it's a new Wesker? Like, what if like all 13 of the Wesker children didn't die? I mean, they said that even Oswald Spencer was like, out of all the children, only one survived. You. But it's like, to what evidence though? You know, did all the other Wesker children? How did they all like just die? Like, they don't go in depth with that. Alright, I'm gonna look that up. All the Wesker children They're all fucking named. Project W. Spencer. A new superior breed of humans given birth by the progenitor virus. The Wesker children were entrusted with endless potential. Of them, only one survived you. How's that possible? Project W, or the Wesker Plan, was a eugenics project pioneered by Oswald Spencer, which intended to develop an advanced race of human beings. The project was named after the first director of the project, Dr. Wesker, and all successful child candidates are renamed with this surname. This is one of the most significant viral operations centering around the progenitor virus. This project was also highly classified to the extent that it was not even included among Umbrella archives or in the UMF 013 computer core. So damn, that's crazy. The origins of the project arose in the 1960s. Spencer believed the world to be corrupted by human decadency and longed for a utopian world gifted by intellectuals. With the progenitor virus, Spencer was able to realize this dream among those in his eugenics circle with this virus that could create a highly intelligent superhumans. The project had a number of hurdles to overcome. Firstly, the progenitor virus, when tested, was found to present high risk of death and required extensive research to achieve a strain capable of doing as the Endipia myth said. Niptia? I don't even know. Okay, hold on. Let's look at all the Wesker children. Known children: Albert Wesker, Alex Wesker, Derek Wesker, Felicia Wesker, Hans Wesker, Hiro Wesker, Irma Wesker, Jonah Wesker, Ken Wesker, Laura Wesker, Marco Wesker, Miles Wesker, William Wesker. Oswald Spencer, when revealing the project to Wesker, mentioned he lost the notes for Project W in the destruction of Raccoon City and the UMF 013, and by extension, the entire archives of Umbrella Corporation had been evacuated shortly before the city's destruction by Sergei Vladimir, as well as copied by Albert Wesker a few years later. So all that knowledge is lost, is what you're saying. When revealing the project to Wesker, mentioned he lost the notes for Project W in the destruction. What? Let's just press on Jonah Wesker. Like, let's just press on him. Who's Jonah Wesker? Jonah Wesker was a candidate in Project W, a top secret eugenics project, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't say his death. It doesn't even say how he died. Okay, what about Derek Wesker? Same shit. Wait, what? Okay. Felicia Wesker? Felicia Wesker was a candidate at tops. Abducted from her family at a young age in the 1960s and given the surname Wesker, Felicia was given the finest education money could afford. Bro, there has to be another Wesker, bro. There has to be another Wesker. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe there's another Wesker now as well.
Is nobody knows about this guy because he's been in the shadows since Resident Evil 7, but I hope this video can get his name around because I think this is the villain of RE9. That person is Brandon Bailey. For those who don't know, he is the founder of the Connections Crime Syndicate and was the protege to James Marcus and has ties with Spencer and many others in that tree. There were a couple files in Resident Evil 5 that mentions Bailey being a researcher in the underground flower laboratory where the liquors lay dormant on the ship before the fight with Excella after she mutates. You stumble across a file from Spencer, and on the last page displays names he wanted assassinated or to be gone.
Ethan W? What the fuck? Brandon B? What, Brandon Bailey? Like, what? What are all these names? And what is Ethan W at the bottom?
Brandon Bailey's name is on the list and is claimed to be deceased. Don't say anything about that last name down there. There's no correlation.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say there's no correlation. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But entering Resident Evil 7, we learn of a new organization in the shadows, that being the Connections. Somehow Brandon Bailey was the founder. The year the organization started to make its name is completely unknown, but if it was made after 2009, it's safe to assume Bailey is alive. He's just been in the shadows all along.
Okay.
What does a lifetime warranty
Brandon
mean?
Bailey started
Harbor
fucking
Freight?
being number one
It means
suspect now.
confidence.
Another string I must connect here is this. The RE7 director Koshi Nakanishi brought that name back from the supposed dead. And guess who the director of Resident Evil Requiem is? Most likely Koshi Nakanishi. I just think it would be very strange for him to bring that name back just to go nowhere with it, in my opinion. Also, let's talk about what he said to Grace. That is her being the chosen one and whatnot. Bailey was definitely aware of Evelyn despite her powers.
But how the fuck would Grace be the chosen one? Unless he's not talking about Grace, that doesn't make sense. Grace being a chosen one? Would that be because of the father being Brandon Bailey, maybe? Like, maybe Alyssa and Brandon Bailey are together or something. Were together at some point.
Was not this perfect vessel or BOW. She was heavily flawed due to the rapid aging and such. Rose could have been a great choice, but she was ultimately saved and is now at this time in the possession of Chris Redfield and the BSAA. Bailey is still searching for that chosen one and continuing the work of possibly Marcus and Spencer, and stumbles across Grace Ashcroft. Something gets injected into her or something, and Bailey is now pursuing her. And if you want to end the entirety of the original story that began in the late 90s, other than Spencer, Bailey really is the most likely candidate to be the villain, because he has been there since the beginning. He just wasn't mentioned like crazy. Plus, this was Bailey after the knowledge of Marcus getting killed. In his preparations to leave, Bailey resisted the urge to simply go home and retire, and got in contact with any friends he had left. His efforts were successful, and he became the leader of the Connections, an organization based in Munich.
The Connections is a crime syndicate with no base of operations. Their organizational structure is unknown. However, we are aware of their actions on a global level. In recent years, they have been particularly active in Eastern Europe. Most of their activities appear to revolve around the creation of selling bioweapons. Evelyn was one of their products. What if this fucking connection, like what if the Connections are all connected all together? With fucking Miranda, with fucking Oswald Spencer. I mean, there's just so much to think about and theorize on.
And working against Umbrella's dominance in the bioweapons industry. No longer caring for his fellow founders' eugenics views, Bailey's leadership saw the formation instead of a crime syndicate producing bioweapons to be sold to other criminal enterprises. How long this career lasted, however, is presently unknown. Spencer himself made plans to execute the entire African lab team to keep...
Yeah, look at that. Brandon Bailey. So he is named. And so is Oswald Spencer. There you go. Reliable sources have confirmed that the criminal organization was founded by Brandon Bailey. Bailey is a shrewd man and was once the right-hand man of Oswald E. Spencer. Holy shit. What if this Bailey guy is trying to bring back Oswald E. Spencer then? I mean, I knew so much about, but there's nothing really lore-wise on Bailey heavily, though. Bailey and Spencer became estranged due to differing visions, and Bailey used the connections he made working as the director of Umbrella Africa Research Center to branch off and found the crime syndicate. The organization's main goal appears to simply be commercial gain. Further investigations are in progress.
A secret, and Albert Wesker conducted a world search sometime prior to 2006. The BSAA, in their own investigation of the group, were unable to confirm Bailey's death, and as of late 2017, considered his survival a possibility. Now, obviously, there can be some conflicting things here. The syndicate being in Munich, but Bailey has been around the world. Africa, Europe, and now possibly the United States. And he could have some sort of motivation to go to the hotel or even the sterilized Raccoon City, to potentially search for this chosen one. Now, we do have to consider the fact that this could be somebody brand new, and I can't come up with many names or anything else. All I can do is be hopeful the villain is good if he is new. So to cap things off, I don't think it's Spencer, even though I wouldn't be shocked. Wesker is out of the question. I think he is dead for good.
Yeah.
And Brandon Bailey may still be alive, and he would make the most sense in my opinion.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments
Brandon Bailey makes hell of fucking sense.
down below on who you think the villain of RE9 is, and also did my words convince you to think it's Bailey or not. Shout out to Nerdspace Games for the inspiration of this video due to his YouTube poll. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, hit that sub button, all that good stuff. And
Alright, Brandon Bailey. He is our #1 suspect right now. Brandon seems to fucking be more than likely fucking the guy up there, to be honest. Because I'm not going to lie, bro. I don't know. Resident Evil 9 is hiding something huge. And what would that be?
Our Wild Turkey Bourbon is a little bit older than most other people's.
Resident Evil is finally confirmed to be real. We all knew it was real. We knew we were going to get another one, but now we actually have it. No more leaks, no more guesswork. Capcom dropped the official trailer for Resident Evil 9 Requiem at Summer Game Fest, and they did it in a trolling fashion. It's pretty funny, but it was the end of the night, and we got the trailer. There's a lot to unpack here. We're talking returning legacy elements here, a new protagonist with deep, deep series ties, and possibly one of the most disturbing monster designs in a while. There's also something going on with the hooded guy that might tie into one of the oldest Resident Evil theories out there. We're going to talk about that a little later in the video, so stick around. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. Today we're going to fully break down and have some real talk about the Resident Evil 9 trailer. So drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, turn on those notifications. And before we break down the trailer itself, here's what we know from Capcom's press info. Resident Evil 9 is officially titled Requiem. Now, it's a single-player survival horror game, cinematic action second, right? Horror game first, cinematic action second. And the director is Koshi Nakanishi, the same guy who directed Resident Evil 7. So fully expect the horror side.
So this guy has a fucking point in the comments. Spencer was killed the exact same way as the Tyrant killed Wesker, and such an important villain coming back from the dead or possibly surviving in the first place isn't that far-fetched for RE at all. Why I think Spencer's coming back is because he seems similar. Village suddenly started bringing up Spencer like Ashcroft in RE7, and they mentioned a new era of survival horror. You start a new era by ending the previous one. Also think the monster at the end is Alyssa Ashcroft. I believe it's Alyssa Ashcroft myself. And the FBI guy is leading Grace into a trap. The guy he says to Grace is just too suspicious to tell a colleague. It's probably fucking Daniel Fabron, bro. I agree with the last part. Why would you send a tech analyst into the field on a high-profile, dangerous case? That emotional ties through her mother. The director of the FBI is compromised. Highly likely. Lisa Trevor, bro. Like, I heard the Lisa Trevor fucking theory as well, and bro, how's that? I don't even see how that's possible. Unless she somehow survived. I mean, the last time we saw her, she was in a fucking cave, right? So maybe she is still alive. I don't know. Fuck's sakes. Yeah, bro. I think with what everything we have said so far, everything seems to be on the trail of like 3 people right now, at best, or maybe possibly out of about 4 theories. Oswald Spencer, Brandon Bailey, Alex Wesker. What, did I say Alex Wesker already? Oswald Spencer, Brandon Bailey, Alex Wesker, and probably one of the Wesker Project W children. Because I don't know, for some reason something's making me think that not all those children died. There must have been some sort of secrets, because Spencer said all the knowledge and everything of Project W was lost in Raccoon. So that could have meant that a lot of the other children, their knowledge, everything could have been lost. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's just that's about all I got. Off that one trailer is just not enough. It could speculate. You could speculate and have a lot of theories, but until we see another trailer or get some gameplay, I don't really fucking see much at the very moment in terms of tons of theories and shit. Brandon Bailey is as our number one suspect right now too, because Brandon Bailey is in RE7 and is responsible for the connections. So that means Oswald E. Spencer never even had him. He's not even dead. His hit list and shit did not go, didn't come through. His hit squad didn't come through. You said, what if it's Hunk? How the fuck would it be Hunk? That is not fucking Hunk. I don't see how the fuck how you could think that would be Hunk.
Resident.
It's kind of weird. More Resident Evil 9 news coming soon. Ow. I want to press on this guy's video, but
You know I'm never afraid to lay it on thick. Like with my 100% beef patty melt with 2 melty cheeses and grilled onions all on my famous toasted sourdough. It's beefy, it's melty, and it's back. Starting at $4.99. Get so much more. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
We might be getting more news involving Resident Evil 9 Requiem, as Capcom has officially confirmed just a couple hours ago with footage of people watching live gameplay or something involving RE9 Requiem, and it's audio that we have actually never heard of before. Now, we don't know if we will see anything involving it. It might just get the people that watch tell us about what they saw, but here's the audio regardless, and let me know what you guys think.
Where the fuck did you get this? What even is this, bro? Like, what the hell? Is this some fucking dumb shit? Is this fake as fuck, or what? Where did you get this? And where, like, I need to know more. Like, what the hell?
Let's go, baby!
Now, this embargo...
That fucking right there, if this is real or true, that might be somebody we know, based off that reaction that the audience got.
Ends up lifting tomorrow, I believe at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which basically means 9 for Central, and you get the rest. I'm looking forward to seeing if something new will appear or someone will give us some crazy information involving the game. Maybe we will get a potential Capcom showcase where we can see official gameplay in the near future, especially knowing that not just RE9 Requiem is coming out next year, but also Pragmata and Onimusha Way of the Sword. 2026 is going to be a very big year for Capcom. Now, another
It's really a big year in general, bro. It's gonna be huge.
thing I want to talk about in this video is when the RE9 director Koshi Nakanishi gave a special message to Resident Evil ambassadors about the game. Last night a video was posted claiming that first person was the confirmed camera perspective, but in reality it was a mistranslation and the camera perspective is unconfirmed as of right now. The reason I'm saying this is because thousands of people may have left the video thinking it is first person, and a lot of viewers on YouTube just don't go into comment sections. Now, since then, the creators of the video have edited that part out of the first-person confirmation, but just to clarify for the new viewers, or let alone the people that watch the video coming to this one, Resident Evil Requiem does not have an official camera yet. There's still a chance it can be first-person, but also can be third. Maybe we will get answers tomorrow involving it, but if not, we will wait and see until the future, and when Capcom is ready to deliver something special. Let me know in the comments what you guys potentially want to see tomorrow. Is it a cutscene, a small snippet of actual gameplay, or more of a story breakdown? Also, there is a chance we only get so little info, but we'll have to wait and see what comes out. I'm excited nonetheless. If you enjoyed this video, be sure...
Okay. I don't know where you got that video and shit from, but... And if that means that something's going to drop tomorrow, we're going to be on it. We're going to try to be on that shit. Plus, I don't want to fucking be spoiled to anything, because I would like to fucking watch it live, so... Yeah. But honestly, all the theories going on and shit, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to end it here on this note, because I think we covered about all the theories I wanted to, and we had a lot of discussions about shit. The discussions aren't going to really go that far until we see some more, but... Yeah. Until we see more shit, maybe we'll get more tomorrow, like this guy said. I don't know. I don't want to hear shit from anybody but Capcom at this point, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it here on this note. But until tomorrow when I start streaming again, peace out, stay safe, and peace.